Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today is a big cooking day. I am going to make quite a few soups the upcoming weeks. I've got some ideas and I'm kind of making up these soups, what's in the garden. So at some point we're gonna have pumpkin and quince, tomato and basil, quince and celery, tomato and quince, beef and quince, quince and plum beef, roasted tomatillo salsa. The reason it's lots of quince word because I've harvested a whole bucket full of quince from the old house and I'm actually devastated because they all gone this brown inside. So I'm not sure actually. I've got some good ones. This one just brown because I've actually cut it about a few minutes ago. But I am really gutted because it looks perfect from the outside, the skin, and this is what it looks from the inside. So I try to use the upcoming weeks as much as we can, and I'm just hoping we're gonna find good ones as well. It's not all bad. But look, I've just cut into this absolutely gorgeous. This was a volunteer tomato from my garden, so I'm not sure on the variety, but that one plant, I've just picked this from that one plant. So today we are making tomato soup. I've gathered the ingredients. I'm experimenting of using 3 quince we're gonna roast with the tomatoes, and we're also gonna use some homegrown garlic cloves, some homegrown onion, gonna use some homegrown freeze-dried kale, homegrown garlic granules with basil, bit of salt and pepper. I make it like a roux to bit thicker, so we're gonna use some butter and some flour. I might use a little bit of sugar in the end, and I'm going to put it through the mill. But first of all, I washed all the tomatoes, so I'm just gonna quarter it. I'm not bothered with the core, I leave it because this goes through to the food mill anyway, but we're going to roast it first. So I've got the baking sheet in this tray, so I'm just gonna quarter the tomatoes, lay it on that baking sheet with the quince, and probably that's it. Then I'm going to put it through the mill, and then we're going to put it back. Butter, a bit of flour, the rest goes in. I'm probably gonna mince the garlic and the onion, then the spices and the herbs can go in, and it's gonna make an amazing tomato soup. I've just fed my sourdough starter, so I'm gonna make a lovely sourdough bread or naan bread to go with it. I've just showed you in the last vlog, I've been experimenting or filling up my medicinal herbal cabinet. So we've got it's going for a while now and it's ready. We've strained it together, the fire water. So this just needs bottling up. I'm gonna keep going the quince liqueur. I've also in this little mini crock pot as well. I'm gonna leave it going for another month at least before we strain it. What we've been doing from the garden, and foraging for slow rosehip and hawthorn berries. I've got rosehip and hawthorn in red wine in here. In this one I've got rosehip and hawthorn whiskey tincture. The hawthorn berry is already gone like yellow. I've also got rosehip and hawthorn. Oh, that tincture is the same. I've got rosehip and hawthorn berry oxymel. We've also got instead of slow gin, I called it slow whiskey because I've not had gin, but I had some Scotch whiskey. So we've used the slow berries from the garden, some sugar, keep shaking it every day, and some whiskey, and it's already pinky color. And this is going now for a while, so that needs straining. Very soon the comfrey and sunflower oil. And I literally had a little bit of hawthorn berry and rosehip left, so I've made jam. Look at this, friends. This is amazing. It's only a little bit, so we're gonna use it probably for breakfast, but I might go out and pick some more. We'll see how much time we've got. Today be going out for a nice lovely walk. If I'm lucky, I might be able to pick some mushroom as well, but let's try this. Rosehip and hawthornberry jam. Wow. A bit sour and sweet. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful. Okay, the roasted tomatoes just came out of the oven with a bit of quince. So I know it's an extra step, but I prefer to eat it smoother. So I'm going to put this through the food mill. We have been out over 3 hours walking. I've been biking and I've been foraging, mushroom foraging. I found loads again. I am just learning about mushroom foraging and I'm absolutely loving it. I have found quite a few, just confirming with the foraging group, with the experts, what they think. But I think I found porcini, I think I found penny buns, red cracking bollet. I think I found some of them I can't pronounce it because I just remember I think it's a Latin name. But yeah, quite a few I need to be confirmed first with them. I've never put quince through the mince. There's not much in here, but it's gone through easy peasy. In some butter, I've put the onion and the garlic. Just started to go translucent and catching a bit brown. So at this stage, I'm going to add some flour and I'll brown the flour in the butter. And we're going to pour this over this beautiful tomato soup what we just put through the mill, and then we're going to season it. This is just gonna thicken that soup a little bit. I think I've only added about a couple of tablespoons. Just goes in there. And this can go back on heat with the rest of the herbs. So I've got garlic, basil, salt and pepper and some kale. And I'm just going to bring this up to a boil and then simmer it for about 20 minutes. can add the fresh basil and some sugar. Next, I'm going to grate some of my homemade goat's cheese because we're going to put this on top of the soup. Okay, perfect. Can put this back to this dish. Scrumptious, delicious. Next, let me show you all the mushroom I found. So, I am not sure about these. I need to ask the group. I think all these are penny buns. And I think this is a baby porcini. So these ones, also these red cracking bullets. I've been finding these, loads of these. And also I've been finding these mushrooms as well. Clitocibe nebularis. That's what it's called. So I'm gonna have to deal with these mushrooms. I think for now I'm just gonna put it to the fridge. And perhaps we can put down on our list as mushroom soup, wild mushroom soup. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. The soup turned out absolutely delicious. Can't wait to do the next soup. But for now, bye friends.